heard the wolf whistles and I'm laughing because I'm vain. Good afternoon! Fort! Oh my God! I can't believe I've got the name! That is Fort Amherst, I'm so sorry. Are we having a nice time at the start of the bank holiday? Yes? I'm a participatory poet, so I like to hear an audience answer me. So are you having a lovely time today at Fort Amherst? Yeah. Yes, well I am. This is a very relaxing start to the bank holiday. I'm afraid you've got me in my carnival gear a day early. I'm not sure how this reconciles with being a serious artist looking like this, but I thought I'd give it a try. So I'm sham on. Too right. I'm going to get on with the first poem, and seeing as I am in a military town. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to give my thanks to. I keep knowing her by her surname. I always look at her and think.
She's called Gladys as well.
Yeah. K, not K. J, useless, absolutely useless. I want to thank Jay for bringing me up here. I came into Medway like a blooming car crash, and she still saw fit to put me up here, God bless her. And also I want to thank Nikki, hello Nikki, for putting me in touch with her, and your lovely man, your good man, boyfriend, Roy, who helped me out with my lines the first time I tried to do this. You know, I don't forget things like that. I've got a long memory. But anyway, enough of that. Start with the poems. Because I'm in a military context, and because the Royal Engineers Museum was one of the first sites that I saw in Medway, and I was very impressed. For someone who's not that interested in military history, I was quite impressed. So this goes out to, this is dedicated to any war veteran sleeping rough on the streets of London for no good reason. And it's called Underground. We live underground, just beneath the surface, rising often to remind you of the cruelties you rendered on our former selves. Sublimated and obfuscated, but the ghosts of which inconveniently remain. But they're only ghosts, and so do not exist. But underground we live, shackled in your world, but free in ours. Buried, forgotten, so away from prying eyes. We feel, we love, we do and we think as we wish. Underground or exclusive club, the only entry required, one love. Some of you visit and your return is predictably inevitable. You have a curfew to return to your cages, and cages within cages in the open air. Thank you. This is a recent work written, a few days after my birthday. I was feeling good. And it's called Freedom. And there's a song by Jimi Hendrix called Freedom, which I love. Freedom is an entity that I love, just freedom, you know, any which way, you know, within, you know, social parameters, because I'm a bit square as well, at the same time as loving being free. So this is a poem called Freedom, and, you know, this could also be related to military history. Freedom is something you take. Freedom is something you snatch. Freedom is something you fight for. Freedom ain't something you catch. Freedom will never be given. Freedom must always be taken. Freedom don't come in a token. Freedom has got its own rhythm. How does it feel to be free? Tell me, how does it feel to be me? How do you like them apples? Do you know what it is just to be? Freedom don't come in a can. Freedom don't come in a box. Freedom will always be with me. Freedom all over my locks. That wasn't planned, by the way. The best freedom money can buy. The best freedom given to you. Freedom's not something you wait for. Freedom is something you do. Thank you. Next one, oh, I tell you what, I'm organised today. I got them all printed. It's not usually like this. I've pulled out all the stops for Fort Amherst today, so I hope you appreciate it, ladies and gentlemen. This is a poem called Your Loss, My Loss. I'm going to dedicate this to my two grandmothers, both amazing women, and the older I get, the more of them I see in me, even though they're long deceased. So this is dedicated to them, but not necessarily about them. Your loss, and it's also inspired by the rippling undulations of the River Medway, so site specific. Your loss, my loss. My loss, your loss. Savage sorrow, burden borrow. Your loss, my loss. My loss, your loss. Stories told, nooses tied. Your loss, my loss. My loss, your loss. Passive active, loved and worshipped. Your loss, my loss. My loss, your loss. Thank you. Sorry, some people in the crowd are looking perplexed. You've got one of my arty ones there, okay? There'll be ones you know, a bit less abstract in due course. And here it is. I've been listening to hip hop music for 25 years on the sly, on the way to work, you know, just to get me through the day. So this is half rap, half poem. And it's called What Will Be, Will Be. What will be, will be. What will be, will be. Try to shape my own destiny, but what will be, will be. What will be, will be. Shaping a life under tyranny. Living a life for every eye to see. Running around for them or trying to flee. Every day spent just trying to be free. From the day you're born till the day you die, you better learn fast, you're not meant to fly. Just know your place and show your face when called to do so, or feel the mace. Keep your head in a scream. Keep your mind in a dream. Cover your ears when you hear the screams. Cover your eyes when you see the crimes. Cover your mouths when you tell the lies. You better run for cover. It's the love of lovers. And I'm here to recruit the best sisters and brothers. To build a team. To build a dream. To chant down Babylon and sow the seams. To end the cages, to end the tricks, to kill the illusions and kick down the pigs who'd loan their own soul to buy their own greed, the need to control combined with profligacy. What and who does it cost to fund the 1%? Try them and find them, it won't make a dent. So the wheels within wheels and the dirt and the deals continue apace in the land of the blind. The one-eyed man is king of that kind. But there's loads of us, and barely any of them. They know that's the danger, so they rig the game. So things stay the same wrongs remain. And the people wonder why they feel the pain of a system designed to be not for their gain. But we'll have our cake, and we'll eat it too, when the zombies chance upon their Waterloo. And the walls that came tumbling yesterday will have crashed to the ground by the end of the day. And we'll say, what the hell was that all about? Did that ever need to happen? Why didn't we shout? So bye-bye system, you're the stuff we don't love. And my statement's endorsed by the Lord above. Because I've got an objective, and my vision is Zion. Fighting battles with words. Hear me roar like a lion.
Yeah.
I knew you'd love it. You can't resist a bit of hip hop. You know, I've seen you round town raving. I have. You've been spotted. You'd like that one. Thank you very much. The last poem I said mentioned Babylon. So for anyone who's wondering what the hell it is, it's not the police, okay? I just want to make it very clear that Babylon does not equate to the police. This is what Babylon is. What is Babylon? Babylon is overgrowing. I thought we had this licked. I just can't stand the seeds they're sowing and the way that Babylon ticks. Babylon is shorthand for anything unjust, nonsensical, irrational, and grinds human souls to dust. It is now my unwanted career of choice to chant it to the ground, With the passion, poise and prose of those who came before me, grab that baton and run, run, run. Run for my life. Run from my death. Say something, do something that for once is not online. The voice, the word, the human being will triumph in good time. I've been heartened by all those of goodwill who swim against the tide. It restores my faith in humanity when it was just about to subside. Small acts of basic decency are the only currency in town. Better keep it a secret though before it's given a monetary value by some stupid clown. That's what that is. Thank you. We're nearly there, we're nearly at the end. I'm glad I'm ploughing with this, ploughing through this before I bore anybody. But here's a little ditty. I like the limerick. Was it you did? It was you did the limerick. I like the limerick. This is a little bit of a ditty that you know you could do a dance to, and it's called "Tell Me What You Want and I'll Give It." And this is tell me what you want and I'll give it. Tell me what you want and I'll give it. You want my love? You want a hug? Tell me what you want and I'll give it. Tell me what you want and I'll give it. Tell me what you want and I'll give it. A stroke, a cuddle, an emotional mule. But no, this silly person, I'm nobody's fool. So tell me what you want and I'll give it. Tell me what you want and I'll give it. Is it my adoration you want me to show? That's fine, as long as it's not costing me dough. So tell me what you want and I'll give it. Tell me what you want and I'll give it. Freedom, respect, a fat paycheck. Tell me what you want and I'll give it. What you want, what you want, what you want, what you want. Tell me what you want and I'll give it. What you want, what you want, what you want, what you want. Tell me what you want and I'll give it. That goes out to all the mums. That's an early Mother's Day present. I just thought of someone to dedicate that to all the mums, including my own, even though she makes me tear my hair out. Anyway, this last one, because it's carnival. I'm a West London girl. I've tried to hide all kinds of stuff from myself, but the West London always comes out at the worst moments. From a baby, like they took me when I was 3. There were riots. Then we never went, and then I started going with my mates, and then I didn't go for 10, and then I went last year, and I just thought, what on earth have you been missing? So, people at Medway, if you're not there tomorrow, right, on Sunday at about, I don't know, any time between 12 and 8, I want you to wave your hands in the air, wave your hands in the air. Yeah, you started already. Exactly. And I will be feeling that spirit down the roads of Ladbroke Grove doing that. So I cannot wait. I used to hear those trucks go by when I was a baby. It's like Christmas to me. So with that in mind, I'm going to do an ode to my city of birth, my home, the place where I was raised. I love it. I can't stop loving it. I've tried to stop loving it. It's called London. I used to be very parochial. I used to think the whole of Britain was London until I kind of got around a bit. And, I've been impressed by what I've seen outside it, actually. So there you go. Turn from a metropolitan snob to a champion of the regions. Right, but with that in mind, this poem called London. London, my first love, my enduring love, my eternal love. I feel your pulse in the news reports from Westminster. I feel your pulse when I hear the orations of a youth robbed of hope, having made a life from his orations, creating overstanding with his observations. For me, your baby, every tube stop has a story. I know your streets, I know our people. Our people sometimes meet. Maybe we will get home. Exiles from Babylon. Thank you. Yay. Thank you very much.